Hey everyone, Christina here, Ginger Mama. I hope you're having a great day. Had a lot of things I was sorting through this morning, but of course, dream downloads. And this dream I had last night was really, really interesting. I just feel like it's a big indicator of where collectively a lot of people are right now. So if you'd like to listen along, I'm going to explain what happened and what the interpretation of the dream is. So in the dream, I was on a road and it turned into what looked like a national park. And when that happens, this can be a shift in your life path or your purpose. All right. Now, it was strange because I had a dog with me, and everybody's like, well, is the dog tagged? Like, this is a dog park. Like, it was one of those feelings of like, am I welcome? Am I going to get in trouble? Should I be here? Kind of feeling. And a dog park in general in a dream can represent a yearning for a sense of community, stability, friendship, belonging, things like that. So ultimately, I get there. I'm with someone else. We're like unpacking things. Everything seems good. We set up a tent, which a tent can indicate, it was more like a smaller, like a day tent, I guess you'd say. This is a beautiful sunny day. I want to point this out. There's something to this, okay? But the tent can represent a need for protection, or a change or a break in everyday life, right? Wanting to change things up. Maybe you're feeling that yearning, new community, new travel, things like that. Now, what was interesting is as I look around to get a better view of what's going on, it's giving me vibes. I don't have much to compare it to. I have not like spent a lot of time in national parks, but it was giving me vibes of when I was in Sedona, Arizona. And one of the places I love to visit there is the Chapel of Holy Cross. I do. I love that. I've been a couple of times. I love the stone and the etching of Magdalene, the eagle, all these things. So it kind of was giving me that vibe, like almost like Grand Canyon maybe, or something like this. But then it was like, there was almost some black rock and then water. And again, this is initially a perfectly sunny day. People are walking towards like kind of the inner of the circle. We're all outside, and a person is starting to speak. But he says something to the effect of, well, as all of you know, Jesus walked here. And that was like the moment where I was like, where am I? Right? Like, I'm not saying Jesus' essence isn't everywhere, but so far as I know, I don't recall Jesus walking in Arizona. Okay. So maybe this is another part of the world that I am not consciously, familiar with that exact location. So neither here nor there. What then happened was, it was like, as they began to talk, like people were excited. It felt like a really big mix of like spirituality with like calling in the concept of Jesus. I'd also like to point out that earlier in that night, I had flashes, which were crazy, beautiful flashes of like, it was like white and black images. And they were just telling me like Jesus, Hecate, like it was like Magdalene. It was like, I cannot even explain, Lilith, like all of the energies. It just felt like it, and it felt really good. Like it felt like an understanding of dark and light, why it's here, how it operates, an understanding of your own dark and light, an understanding of how every energy is connected into one another. And ultimately, that's our purpose in this world, right? Like that's why you have strong soul ties with somebody. You're so interested in it. And then you begin to realize, no, this means I'm connected to everything, my cat, my dreams, state of the world, etc. And that power should be used for good. But if we don't understand darkness, or we have not experienced it to alchemize it, then we will struggle, right? And so my point in saying this was, it felt like a very collective group of individuals that were at this location. Very different races, different ages. It was a coming together. It was beautiful. Sunny day. Well, then it seems like there's more water around. Like I'm now at this point, I'm noticing more water. And again, it's looking like a beautiful day. Like, oh my God, I'd go swim or something. But suddenly we hear thunder, lightning, and there's like a rain cloud, but it doesn't look all that bad. But it's clearly a storm of some kind. And everybody seems shocked. It normally doesn't rain here. It normally doesn't rain here. Very concerned in a way. Giving me flooding vibes, or unexpected floods could be of significance to some of you. And then there were life rafts falling from the sky. And I've never had this happen in a dream. So I was very interested in looking into that further, okay? So life rafts, if they're intact in the dream, which they were like blown up, they were intact, they were not like falling apart, okay? They were like brand new looking life rafts that were blown up, fallen from the sky. Life rafts, like just anything you could float on. Some of them looking more fun, some of them looking way more serious, right? This can represent a sudden need for stability or a sense of insecurity in your waking life. And the divine trying to throw you a life raft, in essence, that something might be shifting quickly. That the storm on a sunny day can represent that, a sudden or unexpected shift in your reality. And I feel like for a lot of my collective right now, that's how this feels. Like a lot of people are having these sudden awakenings or realizations. They're realizing how connected everything is. They're realizing why certain things happen the way it happened. And Spirit's trying to send you groups of people, whether this be community, members, friends, spiritual guides, whatever this is. But it feels like people who understand and get it, community. And there is this feeling of apprehension almost that I sense from this, where it's like, can I trust this? I don't know, and this and that. And so I want to see what the cards say about this. I like the fact that it was daylight in the dream. That feels like it's, again, something I'm more consciously aware of in my waking life. Daylight in dreams can help you discern what the dream is about, because typically daylight represents something that we're already aware of in our waking life. Like, I'm already aware of the fact that I serve a large collective. I'm aware of the fact that a lot of us are going through spiritual awakenings, right? I'm aware of the fact we interpret this a little differently, and I'm aware of the fact that the divine will pull through even on dark, stormy days and help us through that, right? I'm aware of how connected dark and light is on your journey, how important it is to integrate the shadow aspect and not ignore that, right? So that sun did not surprise me. So yeah, here we are. Look at this, look at this, look at this. I talk about a life raft. Look at the Six of Swords of the little boat. Stormy waters to calm waters. This is about collective service, by the way. Aquarius in this card. Age of Aquarius, right? Again, Aquarius energy with Seven of Cups here. I have the Empress and that Two of Pentacles. So it feels like, yeah, having access to more groups of people who understand you, people who are welcoming of you, people who understand. You could even be running into people who you've already had dreams about. I've had that happen before, where it's like I have a dream about someone and I just like, it's not romantic at all. It's just like I have a dream and then suddenly I'm like, oh, hi. Or some of you with those visions, pay attention to that. If you have visions or dreams of someone, especially if it doesn't feel like bad at all, if you run into them out in life, like say hello. Hey, what's up? There's a reason. But that Five of Wands reversed is giving me that undercurrent of tension, of conflict, of fear. Like, can I trust this? I don't know. Like, we want to return to what's familiar, right? A lot of you are being pushed out to tap in with some other soul connections in your life and learn from that. And I think you're kind of afraid. You're wanting to go back into what you know is familiar. So be mindful of that. Yeah, one step at a time. I'm telling you, a lot of you are afraid to do this. You're afraid to do this because you've been burned in the past. So like, I can't trust again. I can't trust again. I don't know. It's going to turn a conflict. I can't do it. Okay, well, we're all connected. And I don't quite know what to tell you, except it's pretty hard to live on planet Earth if you don't connect in with anyone ever. And you're just like always all to yourself. A lot of you have tried that. You go in cycles. So to me, this doesn't feel like romantic. I mean, maybe, sure, you have options, like you're amazing. But this feels more like friendships, people you can trust, social circles. Maybe you're taking a yoga class, a dance class, a painting class, something to connect in with other people. Yeah, the Sun and the Seven of Pentacles. This is going to help protect your energy, by the way, if you still feel energetic pulls from others. Please be aware that's one of the ways we protect our energy, engaging with others, right? That's why some people do it in a toxic way. Many do it in a healthy way. We don't want to be doing that all the time, but it's definitely pertinent at times on our journey. And so I would highly encourage you right now to consider engaging with others of kind of like-mindedness here, or openness is the word that I want to use. And please know that if something goes awry, Spirit will direct you, okay? Don't be afraid right now. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid that everyone's gonna be shady, okay? I love you. You're all welcome here on my page. I love you. Bye.